taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. 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 We gon' blow your mind.
Babe, show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill it with Caesar. Rock up with the click and I ain't looking like the
She always lies.
Cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Peterson alone in the backfield. Throwing, Mariota. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Carolina. Adrian Peterson, 64 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Cruz has it over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Allen. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take
Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Carolina. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Charles Clay, 75 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. First down, Mariota. And nearly his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. On second down, Peterson. And he's got room. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Carolina. Adrian Peterson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's what they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a 5-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Sam Acho there for the stop.
We always like to talk about on that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Palmer on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Palmer. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job. And how about this, a fake? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Off the play fake, Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. One receiver left. That's Allen. 2nd down, Mariota. And Gresham's got it over the middle. A minute. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Mariota now. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.